Premier League refs not best friends, and officials rarely drink together. Former Premier League referee Mark Clattenburg has lifted the lid on relationships between referees away from games and insists they rarely socialize or go out drinking together. The 47-year-old officiated in the English game in the top flight for 13 years before leaving in 2017 to take up a role with the Saudi Arabian Football Association. He gained notoriety for being dropped by the Professional Game Match Officials League (PGMOL) for attending an Ed Sheeran concert. While Clattenburg has been open about enjoying his private life away from football, it seems his lifestyle is not shared by his peers, and any hopes of Clattenburg attending a Mike Dean leaving do have been dashed after the Durham County man said officials don't tend to mix together as a group. Us referees, we're all individuals, we're not best friends, that's a fact. We're in a working environment where we meet up every 2 weeks. It's not like you're in the office every day with your colleagues and you can go for a drink after work. It doesn't really work like that, Clattenburg said, speaking exclusively at the launch of Ladbrokes 5-a-side bet on the Champions League final. By the time you get to the end of the season, it's a bit of an anticlimax. Most of the time things are already wrapped up. Last weekend was special because there was still so much at stake across the board, so it was a really exciting time for everyone. It's a credit to English football and the standard and competitiveness. You know, Newcastle United had nothing to play for, but they went to Burnley and got a result. Crystal Palace similarly didn't have a lot to play for, but they went and beat Man United. But going back to your average final weekends and match days of the season, when you blow your whistle for the final time in a campaign, you're tired, you're fatigued. But for the top international referees, it doesn't end there. You've got tournaments like the Nations League taking place, and before you know it, you're back in pre-season training. Have your say. What is your favorite Mike Dean moment after his retirement? Comment below. As a former FIFA referee, Clattenburg has refereed a number of notable matches, including the UEFA Champions League final and European Championship final in 2016. And Clattenburg, now a newspaper pundit, says changing expectations about referees needing to be fitter in modern football means that they cannot afford to be swigging lagers on the weekend regularly. Years ago we had some really good bashes, we could kick back and have a bit of fun. They would always be at the start of the week, where there wouldn't be fixtures, so you had plenty of time to recover for the next weekend, he added. But the way the Premier League is nowadays, there's basically a game on every day of the week around Christmas time, so there's not really a chance for everyone to get together. Sometimes there's even been games going on while we've been at our Christmas party, so some refs were missing out. There was certainly a drinking culture when I was a young referee, when you had some of the older, experienced referees who liked a beer. But the modern-day referee concentrates more on their fitness and their diets. The younger referee is more likely to have an energy drink than a beer, whereas I was always the opposite. The game's changed so much. Mark Clattenburg was speaking exclusively at the launch of Ladbrokes 5-a-side bet on the Champions League final.